During the summer of 2023, we moved to a remote Scottish Hebridean island to be its only two residents, along with our 2 pet sheep and pair of cats. These remote islands seem to retain an old-fashioned rhythm and a charm which we find encouraging us to live a more frugal and simple life, the way man was perhaps more intended to. We have an ancient stone cottage to restore, veggies to grow, livestock to build up, fish to catch and smoke, a boat to buy, and much more. Step back in time with us at the Scottish Isle.
The day has arrived. I'm always doing all the lifting.
Always doing all the lifting.
I need a knife, don't I?
It feels like spring, doesn't it?
It's so, I can't believe how warm it is. Are you warm?
Yeah. Rare cameo.
Well, we've been waiting for this, haven't we?
We have.
Which is this is not the 3rd gen package. Do you know we talked about that last time?
Yeah, the 3rd gen is for the standard dish. This is the amazing, all singing, dancing, Yin Tonyid Life dish.
So the reason for saying that is the 3rd gen router has 2 Ethernet cables in the back, which is what we need. This doesn't have an Ethernet cable on it.
No, it doesn't have an Ethernet
this.
port, so you have to order one. So yeah, we've got our networks all wired, so this is what we need for a wired connection. Looks well made.
Looks like it's already been used. So you get this idiot card.
You can't call them idiots now. What are they?
Mentally...
No, underthinkers.
Underthinkers, that's right, yeah. So there's an underthinkers card in there. I'm assuming that this... Can I just say that this is not an unboxing video?
No, you're not literally unboxing it.
No, this is not an unboxing video. I hate unboxing videos, so I'd just like to say that this is not an unboxing video. That's one of them.
One of those, we've got one.
Yeah, it's got 2 little like brass things in it, look. Oh, it's getting all very complicated. Yes, you said it would come with these, you were correct.
Yes. for bolting it down.
So
Although
this is the base.
This is the stand, yeah. We don't bolt it down immediately. What you do is you find the best place for it before you install it permanently.
You didn't just film like me whacking my face in the face with a bit of the
I
spot.
wasn't looking, but I'll enjoy watching it back.
Well, I'm editing that out because it makes me look like
An underthinker.
Everywhere is wet. I don't want to get these boxes wet.
Okay. This is an exercise in futility, looking for a
dry spot on the island. Yeah, when I said I'll put it on this, I wasn't really thinking straight, was I? Because there's a lot of it, right? So this is the business end.
Man versus box.
I don't know how to get in it. In fact, actually, I did see somebody doing this one time, saying that they couldn't get into their. Aha. See, it's. Are you ready? Are you ready for the big reveal?
Have to turn it round.
This is not an unboxing video. Looks like something out of Blake 7, like an old Doctor Who. They would have put this on the walls.
You can use it as a fancy dress costume for when you dress up in your fancy dress. When was the last time you did a fancy dress costume?
I've never done a fancy dress costume.
Really?
I'm not. Do I?
Even as a child?
Do I come across as a fancy dress person to you? Okay, well, this isn't. Well, I don't know what this is, because isn't that the base?
I guess it depends where you're going to attach it to.
Anybody that watched the remake of Battlestar Galactica, they'll know what I'm doing. They know what that means. I'm going to leave it there. Just be cryptic. Right, so this.
So there is a massive difference between the standard dish and this dish.
I'm just thinking that it's probably not going to be as obtrusive as I thought it was. But I mean, if that is pointing out that way, isn't it?
Yeah, it points down that way.
Down the base.
Could they not have made it camouflage? Camel gear.
There's this. This is another
That's
big.
another thing.
Do you want to come have a look in here? So that's the router.
And that's
Cable power pack.
that obviously
Adapter.
doesn't come with. You see, it doesn't have any Ethernet ports on it. So that's why we needed the adapter as well. You've got a little travel case for your picnic stuff.
Starlink power supply mount. Okay. That's what this is.
All right.
That slides in it. Right, so where do we go from here? If we want it at an angle, which I think is defeating the object a little bit, we can put it, we can get, what it seems to happen is we can get 3 prongs and no more. But to put it where it needs to be.
Yeah, that's not happening, is it?
It's not good, it's not. You can get 2, 3, we can never get 4. But anyway, it's, so the only flat piece that we've got, or flattish piece, is here. Again, it's not fully flat, but we can make that work. However, this is in the way.
Yeah.
So it has to be elevated. So we can't put it on there with this. We can't put it there. We can get a pole, but we don't want a pole, do we?
No, we might end up needing one though. We'll have to see how it performs.
This is all going to be trial and error. We don't know exactly where this is going to end up living permanently. So we want it on a base and some way that we can move it around when we've got it all set up. So if I give you this, another idea.
Well, I think if we roll that chopping block over to there,
Yeah.
and then get another couple of big round bits, then obviously we can make that flat quite easily, and then it's going to be easy to bolt to it, and it's not going to be permanent.
Well,
But luckily we have these already.
the only issue you might find is the wood is so sodden that the bolts won't adhere to it.
These.
So if we remove these and roll those over to the what do we call that?
The
Nigel's mount.
lookout, yeah.
So we'll roll those over there, but what I've also just noticed is there's a flat stone there. So we can get 3. We can't get 4 again. But that's another option as well.
All right, well, let's get rolling.
Can I just say something? That flat stone there, and a flat stone there.
Flagstones?
They could be the old flagstones from in the house. Can I just... This is not moving without this being demolished. The wetter they get, the more bounce I've got in them. Nice bit of oak, that.
Would you like me to help?
It's just my back, that's all. Okay.
Well, it's definitely moving. I could see it moving when you were...
Yeah, that's going to go now. These two must be...
Are they actually joined together?
Yeah, he screwed them together. Here and here.
I'll go and get the thing.
Poor bridge.
There are a couple of screws sticking out of the other side as well, so watch your fingers.
I've had a change of plan.
Change of heart. We're going to use these big roundels, just stack them on top of our current chopping block and raise the height of it, still use them as chopping block, because we realised that with the size of them, we can still only get 3 points to attach the Starlink to the base. But if we kill two birds with one stone, like we were saying earlier, get rid of these slabs, then we've got a perfect base for it. So if we lift several of these slabs over to the lookout post, stack them on top of each other, and we can bolt it right into here. Got some masonry drill bits that we can attach it to, make sure it's level and raise it up. And then we can always put some moss and stones around the side of it to blend the base in a little bit better. I mean, the dish couldn't be more conspicuous if it tried, but we're still thinking it's not necessarily its temporary spot.
Well, my reluctance at first with using these slabs was the aesthetic, was how awful they're going to look stacked up over there. However, with the revelation of like, hang on a minute, let's just pack them out with mud and cover them with moss. Yes, it's not going to
fix.
Yeah, well, it's just going to blend in. That's the slabs, with them being wood, they've always got a temporary lifespan anyway.
That's true.
But these will last forever, and like I said, we can cover them with
like we did
down there
at
on the steps.
Okay, well, I know that there's some concrete under these, so it's not going to look nice in the meantime, but the point of today is setting up this dish, so let's do it.
What was that cartoon?
That's not helpful.
Is it Arabian Nights? Strength of a bear. You don't remember this, do you?
No.
Strength of a bear. I didn't really need the strength of a bear. I could have had the strength of a sheep. Ugh.
Do you want me to help you? No answer, came the loud reply.
Sorry, I was preoccupied. What did you ask me?
I'll just wait till he's put it down.
So, we're thinking here, because I am.
Yes. Get the first one level and then easy peasy.
Hey, you know what else we had?
What?
Breeze blocks. We could have used all those breeze blocks.
They're way up the back. Miles away.
Put it down, I'll put it.
One more, two more?
I'd say two more.
see what I've done?
Yes.
Well, there's breeze block here, and then this little facing of stone. So I reckon if we take one of the breeze blocks out, like the height of one of the breeze blocks out, take all this stone out in front, then that'll be our gradient coming down here, sloping back up to the cottage. I don't want any of this. I want it all to go. I mean, how much nicer that, you can imagine that with sort of grass on top of it.
Mm-hmm.
And then you look like your house is sort of emerging from the rock rather than being plonked on top of it, which is what these make it look like.
Jeeves makes an appearance again.
So all of these are going. Every single one of them. Do you approve, Jeeves?
Hogging the limelight. I'm just thinking about the amount of soil we've got to move. I mean, we don't need, well, we do. We need a gradient that's going to let the water drip away. That's a lot of soil. I know there's no rush, but you know what I mean?
Yeah. It could use reseeded anyway, because it's all patchy. But we can put sort of creeping thyme in it, and that'll help. It'll help with the mud, I think. And it also looks really pretty.
No, it'll look a million times better. But I can't help thinking about how many wheelbarrows worth of topsoil,
You're only
overburden.
scraping it this way. That's all you're doing.
Yeah. Okay, one more then. You all right?
Yeah.
You're getting very dirty.
Give me a second.
Okay. It's not big enough. I knew it wasn't.
Even with a hammer?
Right, we've brought out the big guns. We found these underneath the cabin. So hopefully this is wide enough. I think it is. Seems a bit overkill, but look, they're so perfect I could push them in with my finger. Well, not quite. Okay, you've got the others. Are you the glamorous assistant?
Debbie McGee.
I like this, not a lot.
Aren't I helpful?
What else did Elon say that we had to put silicone on? The actual screws themselves?
The bolts, yeah.
Bolts. That one was perfect. Seen this, look? This is SpaceX silicone.
That's the silicone that they use in space.
It is, yeah. You only get that when you get the super duper package like we did. If you get the residential package, you don't get like Space X silicon.
Filming a man putting silicon on a boat.
Kind of goes against the grain, this. Don't know why you have to do this, because all I'm thinking about is what if we have to take them off. Could you pass me them all, please?
Gesundheit, Jeeves.
Is that you sneezing? Jeeves, apparently you're not allowed to be on the island. We got told off for having cats on the island again.
That's the second time, isn't it?
Yes.
Despite the fact that there are already wild cats on the island.
Are there?
Yeah.
I wouldn't mind getting a look at those on the trail cam. Have you looked at the trail cam recently?
We need new batteries for it.
We need new batteries for it?
Yeah.
What, the new one?
Yeah.
Look at this, look. Perfect, he said. I don't want to use all the Space X silicon, because you never know. When I get around to building my intergalactic spaceship, I might need some of that.
Yeah. You could probably build the space shuttle that they took to the moon from just stuff you have in your cupboard, like tinfoil and old bits of drain pipe.
I don't think it was a space shuttle. I think it was like an Apollo rocket.
The thing that they were supposed
The
to
craft. I don't know what they call that. The craft that
the
came
landing
back.
craft, yeah. Have you seen it?
Yeah,
It's like tinfoil, and
my brother's actually seen it up close.
he laughed at it, didn't he?
Yeah, he thought it was quite hilarious. Used to go to Florida quite a lot. Well, as far as bases go, don't think that is going anywhere. I'm quite pleased with that.
I was thinking we can use some of that blue alkathene water pipe as conduit for this once we know it's definitely going here.
This blue cable needs to be buried. So putting it in some pipe and then burying it in the soil, what soil there is, over these rocks. Of course, that bridge when we come to it.
Wow!
I'm going to go and get some wipes and just wipe it down because it's a bit dirty. It is a bit of an eyesore, isn't it?
Yeah.
I mean, obviously when this is all covered up, it'll look much better, but...
Yeah, well, I'm going to do that post-haste. Don't want to look at that.
No.
But the stones that I take out of that, I can immediately put to use here.
You're going to cover up the stand as well?
We'll see if it stays here.
We know this is the best base, and I know that it's going to work absolutely perfectly. But I just walked over there and looked back, and I was like horrified.
Yeah.
It's like having a Cylon in your front garden. That was quite exhausting.
It's making noises.
Yeah, I said earlier, it was like having a Cylon in your front garden. You don't know what that means, do you?
Don't think the sheep will be happy when it moves itself.
Oh God, they will crap their pants. But yeah, that was there's a lot more involved in that. I mean, it was simple.
Yeah, it was simple.
But the installation wasn't. And we've wrecked the garden, but in a good way.
It's Deconstruction.
So we did a speed test.
What were we getting download speed before?
Well, they were strangling our usage, weren't they?
So what was it?
I've no idea. 20 megabytes per second, 21.
And you just got what?
121. The upload speed varies, but it's because this thing won't calibrate for another 6 hours.
It won't give you a proper representation of the obstructions in the sky it can see for 6 hours.
From 20 to 121.
What about
And
upload speeds?
upload speeds, I got 45. And, well, upload speeds, that's what ScotNet was doing us with.
It was 1.
Yeah, we was getting 1, 2.
Which you might as well be... There's an old telephone cable here that comes out the front of the cottage and goes under the sea over to the mainland over there. And when we first moved in, I think BT told us it was like a half or 1.
That was ADSL, wasn't it?
Yeah.
That was dial-up. I actually found the cable over there as well. You know, it's where that thing that we is down in the boathouse that we don't know what it is. Well, it's a telephone cable.
Okay.
Goes into it. But so as it currently stands, we've had this connected half an hour, and well, what is that? I don't know how many times that is. 6 times faster. It's already 6 times faster in downloads.
Well, the plan is I've got all these rocks here that I'm going to be pulling. We've got so many rocks, there's not going to be any problem, but I will construct something that makes this look like it's part of the landscape. Get some moss.
Well, we've got to tidy the cables up. As we said, we are going to conduit them with that blue alkathene pipe. But as for today, I mean, that's taken all day, hasn't it? We had like an hour and a half off for lunch.
Yeah. But,
so,
I mean, I think what's left to say is thank you to everybody.
Well, if it wasn't for the donations, this would never have happened.
We couldn't have done it without you.
And it now means that not only is there no more moaning about the internet, we're never going to have outage time.
Yeah, that's right.
But the reason why this episode is a day late is because of all this. We needed to sort all this out.
Because the night before last, our internet went out again. So you just said...
Enough.
That we'll set it up immediately and that'll be that.
Oh, high five.
High five Scottish Isle viewers.
I'm knackered now. I need a drink.